guys, how you doing? It is Larsty here. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to Random Pick Day. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, don't forget to smash a thumbs up on it. I greatly appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. So you can see that I've got minimum of 100,000, maximum of 200,000 special items. I thought it might be a good way to get some decent special cards into the team. And the first one I decided to choose is Marlos. Now, he's actually going to be way cheaper than that budget, but that's what happens when you got price ranges, right? You know, having that 100 to 200, we could have someone who's got a maximum bin of 100, but actually they don't sell for that in the slightest. And I thought I would try him out. He got boosted to 5-star skills, and he's an orange card. Thought it might be interesting, right? And then on page number 6, I spot a TOTS that I absolutely love. I've used a couple of times, and I think he's going to be a great player for this team. It is Lars Stindl, team of the season. Crazy, crazy stats on this guy. And then we go all the way to page number 10 for our final player. It was a toss-up between two left-backs, actually. First one was going to be Orange Alexandro, but then I thought, you know what? We're going to try out this Theo Hernandez. He's a silver TOTS, which everyone went crazy for during the community team of the season, and I thought, you know, it's about time I tested him out. It's about time I figured out if he's actually any good, because of course he's someone that's going to get a nice strong link to Varane, and that could be useful in this game. So I'm going to go 4-3-3 number 4, and this is where every one of those three players are going to play. Left back, of course. Right wing, of course, and then striker for Stindl today. You could, of course, play him anywhere from like CDM all the way up to striker because of his crazy stats across the board. But I'm going to play them there. We've got Hawk on Stindl, Sniper on Marlos, and Shadow on Theo Hernandez. And the squad around them is kind of basic. There's a few like regular gold items. We got one special item apart from our main guys today. I thought it might make them stand out more if we had just like regular versions of a lot of players. So we've got Carnesis in goal, and we've got Manolas, and then we have got team of the group stage, Varane. He's just better than the regular Varane. I don't even have the regular Varane, I don't think, in my club. And then at right back, we've got Perez. Bruno Perez is a really fast right back, and lots of people use him a lot of the time, and he's known as one of the better right backs on the game. We then have Theo Hernandez, 74 rated TOTS, and for a 74 rated, he's got 90 pace, 85 dribbling, 84 physical. What? He's a silver, and he's 6'1" as well, so hopefully he could be like a mini Marcos Alonso type player for me, who is probably the best player on the game, by the way. Absolutely love Marcos Alonso, team of the season. I play him in centre midfield, and he's a god. But our midfield is, I would say, average. It's got Fred, who gets a perfect link to Marlos. We then have Toni Kroos, who's of course an elite player but very slow. And then Draxler at cam today. With Marco Reus out on the left-hand side. Just a regular Reus. I know that he did have that striker version, and that might have gone well with Stindl up front. But of course in this formation we need that winger version of Reus. And then we have Marlos, 84 rated. I actually packed this guy not so long ago, a couple of weeks ago probably now. 85 pace, 89 dribbling, 81 shooting, 84 passing, 5-star skill moves. So it'll be interesting to see how he can do for us today. And then we have Lars Stindl, who is just a beast. Like club 80, pace being his worst stat. But we've added the Hawk to him today, so maybe that can improve that somewhat. He's got 96 shooting by default. 4-star weak foot. Like, I think he's going to be a lovely striker for us today. And that right there is our squad. You know, there's some players that are like elite tier. You know, we have got Varane, who's one of the best on the game. We've got Stindl, who I think is one of the best Bundesliga players out there from previous experience. I'm not sure how he'll do in the goal scoring section today, but we can see that right now. And all of these games were played in the weekend league, and I was just doing my best, getting stressed, and I don't know how you guys do it. If you play 40 games every weekend, like, mad respect to you for having the patience and not like losing all your hair and stuff. It's just mad, like, how stressful it can get. Because if you're going on a good run, yeah, it's really motivating, and you want to keep playing FIFA, and you're doing well, you're scoring goals. But then all of a sudden you get like one loss against someone you really should not have lost against, and like you're tilted and you're on this bad path. All of a sudden you start losing, and you go on a terrible run and it makes you want to launch your controller somewhere. So fortunately I didn't do that in the end. I might have tapped it against my table a couple of times, maybe a little bit harder than a tap. But it's all good, and we can move on from that one. Because a few minutes after you've actually played the game, you're not too bad, you're not too stressed. But at the time, it's one of the worst feelings. FIFA is even more stressful than like COD and stuff from what I used to play back in the day. But we got some good goals with some decent players, and it was the more elite tier players in the team which actually did score the goals. Marco Reus getting goals. Obviously, Stindl getting goals as well. Marlos got himself a couple. They were alright, but nothing to really write home about. He to me felt a little bit weak and stuff, and you're seeing the goals that he gets right now. They're kind of like tap-ins and stuff. Really just other people doing all the work. And then he's just there to finish it off because, you know, sometimes he was in the right spot at the right time. Stindl plays it out to Reus here, who Berber spins past the defender and just knocks it into Marlos. And that's what I'm talking about. That there was no effort really from the Brazilian. He was just there to tap that one home, literally like a finesse double tap just to ease it past the goalkeeper. And well, he can add a goal to his record right there. And then Marlos right here just smashes one underneath the goalkeeper. That's a low driven across the goalie. That's absolutely fine, and I'll take that from a little counter attack scenario. But that's about what you're going to get from him. Like every now and again he'll pop up with a goal. A lot of the time he just gets barged off the ball because he's really weak and stuff. But one player that is going to impress you is Stindl. From all sorts of angles, like that for a first goal is a pretty weird angle to score from. And it almost doesn't go over the line, but it does in the end. We just hit it across the goalkeeper, and he's got loads and loads of composure and all of that grand stuff and statage that you're looking for. But what he does do is just banging long shots all the time. I recently found a love for TOTS Sigurdsson and his long shots. Now, Stindl might be another level. I don't know who's better. I can't tell. But I think in terms of like well-rounded players, this Stindl is the best TOTS on the game that I've used at this point in time. Like he's the best TOTS in my opinion because he can kind of do everything. And actually, you get crazy value for money as well. Like I think I bought him on the first night for like 96,000 coins, and I've not looked back. I'm never gonna sell him. There's just no point. But he's even good on the weak foot, as you can see here, getting past the defenders, just slotting that one home in extra time in a FUT Champions game, which ended up with me winning. So he's a match winner as well. But it's the level of goals that he scores, like the quality of them. A lot of them are just sheer bangers, and I like that a lot. Like this one right here. Just look at the fire behind that shot. There is a lot of power. The ball is nearly like going in with fire behind it. It's that powerful. He does have a lot of shot power and stuff, and he is able to just smash that ball home. So, yes, Lars Stindl, you know, I love him. You can probably tell that. He's even good in the air. He scores a nice header for me there as well to end things off here. He's just a beast. If you haven't already guessed, he's going to get a decent rating in today's random pick. Everyone else in the team did an average to moderate job. Reus was a little bit better than the moderate, I would say. But everyone else was a little bit, yeah, sort of average. Karnezis in goal. Don't recommend him. Sometimes he's good for me, sometimes he's god-awful. This time he was absolutely awful, and he just let in goals left, right, and centre. But I can't say too much bad stuff about my two centre-backs. Varane is next level good, and Manolas is one of the most OP centre-backs in the game. We all know that for now. This whole year he's just been unreal, and I wish he got more special cards, actually. That would have been nice. However, right back for Bruno Perez. He's quick, and he does the job really, really well. Like, he's a bit short, but other than that, he's great. Theo Hernandez, however, I was like thoroughly disappointed with him because I was expecting like someone that could keep up with gold left backs, but a lot of the time he was the area where I was leaking goals from, which definitely sucks. So a way below average rating for him. I don't normally give out terrible ratings like that, like 3-star value for money and like a 6.5 for the Frenchman. Yeah, he might link to Varane and all that, but other than that, I don't know what he really does for me on the game. I would rather use Marcelo or, you know, someone like Jordi Alba in that league, who's just like actually really, really good. The midfield, again, pretty basic, pretty average. We got one nice goal with Draxler, and then Royce did pull through with a couple of decent goals as well. But then Marlos comes in with 8 games played, 3 goals, 3 assists. 4-star value for money, 7.5 out of 10 for him. That's what I'm going to cut it as. Kind of bang average, really. Maybe slightly above average, because he does have the 5-star skills, should I say. And then we talk about Stindl. Well, he's getting 5-star value for money from me, because I really do think he does everything you need in a player on this game. And then a 9.5 out of 10. You know, he could only be better if he has slightly more pace, better skill moves. They're the only things, but actually a lot of the time they don't really come into play, and it's not necessary for him to have those things, so that is why he gets a 9.5 out of 10 from me. I really rate the player, and this team, if it didn't have him in it, would have been a lot worse than it was. We were able to pick up wins in the weekend league, so let me know if you do build a team like this, what you think of it down below in that comment section below. And whilst you're there, if you'd be so kind as to smash a like on the video, that would be great. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Have a great Sunday, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.